Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome back to another video. This is all about the brand new infotainment screen that Toyota has introduced here on the 2026 RAV4. Now, this is most likely going to be in the refreshed Toyota Tundra coming in the future, and eventually across all Toyota vehicles in their lineup, they're going to get this brand new screen, which I want to talk about in this video. Guys, this video is sponsored by Screen Protect. If you have a car with a huge touchscreen, I would highly recommend going over to their website. I'm sure that they're going to make some for the brand new RAV4 as they have with all the generations before. I have a link and discount code in the description. My favorite is their anti-glare screen. You could see here, you can see a lot of glare. And with this, you definitely can't. So also, it helps with those pesky little fingerprints on such a big screen. Link and discount code in description. So this is a new home screen on Toyota's new infotainment screen. So you can see that we have multiple pages. It's very snappy. You can also customize it too. So if you want your media over here and your vehicle on your main page, that's what will happen. So now my vehicle is there. So whatever mode I turn it into, so eco, you can see it's also kind of changing the color right there as well. You have your map, which is a nice pinch and zoom as well. So it's very snappy too. You can find food super easy on it. Hey, Toyota, give me directions to Munich Gyros.
Munich Gyros on East.
So that was one of the options and it just gave it to me really fast. Also with this screen too, I like this right here. It's a very quick little shortcut. So it gives you your screen brightness in case you want to adjust that. You could change it to day mode, auto if you want, get into your CarPlay, Android Auto. This has no devices connected to it, but you can connect up to 2 devices at one time. So let's say you want to have your CarPlay, someone else in your car, they may be having their phone attached to, so they can control the music, or if they get a call, they can talk through the car as well. So you could have 2 devices plugged up to this at the same time. It is 5G, which is pretty cool when we talk about the music stuff and everything else that's integrated into it. But I really like this quick shortcut button. Another shortcut up in here, since a lot of this has moved away from the MID screen, is you have all of the Toyota Safety Sense 4.0 things. So blind spot monitoring, pre-collision, lane departure, all of this you can turn on and off with a simple click. So it's all there. And you'll notice also, Toyota had a crap ton of acronyms. Rear cross traffic alert, RCTA. What the heck is that? The pre-collision, PCS. Like, it was always just these acronyms and not really spelt out. But even if you don't know what rear cross traffic alert is, if you click the settings button right here, they'll give you a little animated video. So you'll see a car come across and it's showing you what the rear cross traffic alert is, and it also gives you a description. That is the same for every single thing. So safe exit assist. What the heck is that? So you go ahead and click that. It's going to notify occupants when exiting the vehicle that traffic may be approaching. So you know if you're in a parking lot or on the side of the road, maybe getting out, it's using those sensors in the back to let you know, hey, there's someone coming up. Don't swing open your door right away. So it's pretty cool. And you can go into configure as well. So the sensitivity for that, you could turn down to medium, or you could have it super low or high to make sure that you don't open that door into someone else. So that is the quick stuff right there, which I actually really like. Another thing too is you can auto record. So since this vehicle has a full 360 camera view on it, which you can actually like move around, pinch and zoom and do all that with it, it's kind of like Tesla in a way, of where if you go into your settings right here and you go down into drive recorder, click that, you can see everything that has been done on this vehicle. So we'll go ahead and go into driving incidents, and people have been driving this vehicle today and it's been recording things. Maybe they slammed on the brakes too fast or they're accelerating too quickly. So like you can tap on them, and this is the front camera of the vehicle. It says exactly where that stuff happened at. It timestamps it as well, just in case you have to give that to your insurance company. And the cool thing is you have a side view with it. You have the other side, the passenger side with it, and also your rear bumper, which I like that it gives you your license plate so there's no potential insurance fraud. You could see the miles per hour with it as well. These guys are probably about to accelerate. So they're definitely seeing how the hybrid system on this RAV4 is, because they were probably doing a quick 0 to 50 run with it, and maybe that's what triggered that. You could also go into the maps as well. So you're like, maybe an incident happened over here. go ahead and tap that incident, and then you could see as well what was happening off of Bush Highway in Mesa, Arizona, and you could see what was happening there. So very cool that Toyota gives that. I asked them, hey, is this behind the paywall once your 1 year subscription ends with the car? And they said no, because you're already paying for the 360 camera view on this vehicle. And even RAV4s that don't have a full 360 camera view, it's still going to record both the front and the rear cameras with the car. So we have the maps as well. So if I say, hey Toyota, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
Somewhere with burgers.
Soul Burgers on
So it's
Everest
going to
Drive.
bring up all of this stuff that has burgers. Hey Toyota, get directions to the Burger Den.
The Burger Den on East Shea Boulevard is about 6 minutes away. Want to go there?
Yes.
Getting directions to the Burger Den.
So then it automatically does it, which is pretty cool. And I'm actually pretty hot in this car right now. So hey Toyota, I'm hot.
Okay, increasing the airflow and lowering the temperature.
So you can see that it just did it on the driver's side because there's a microphone right above me, so it knows that I said that. So it put mine to about 60 degrees and it left the passenger side at 70. Hey Toyota, I'm cold.
Okay, lowering the airflow and increasing the temperature.
So it does that, and you can turn on your seats, the heated steering wheel, everything for that. You'll also notice on the screen that a lot of this stuff is now integrated into the bottom, but you still at least do have some physical buttons right down there. So this one also is a plug-in hybrid, so you can get all your information for how it's going to charge. You can set it to just 90%, 80% to preserve the battery, or a full 100% if you desire that. When we go into music, this is where a big thing for this new RAV4 has come through, because Sirius XM, it's actually with Pandora and stuff now. So if you're like on 90s on 9 and you want to do an artist place, let's go to like some country music, right? And if you like Megan Monroney, you can go to a artist station with that, and it's going to automatically curate artists based on that artist. So like if you like that, you could do that and then just save those to your actual playlist right there, which is pretty rad. Another thing too that they showed me is you could search like sports stuff. So we'll do sports, type it in, and you can get all of your stations automatically right there. And you can see the little logo right there. Since we're on Sirius XM, it shows it right there. If you were playing in CarPlay, it would show your CarPlay icon there as well. So same with browsing. You can browse stuff super easy. A lot of the older Toyota systems were really hard to kind of browse stuff on FM radio. I know a lot of people do use their CarPlay, but this has both Spotify and everything integrated into it. So you could say, hey Toyota, play Post Malone on Spotify.
Here's This Is Post Malone on Spotify.
So it's pretty cool. Obviously, you could like integrate your stuff into that and then play with it. And if you have your Spotify account, you could start doing that stuff. So it's playing Post Malone now, which is pretty rad. And now since we're on Spotify, if I turn the volume up, you'll see that it shows the Spotify logo versus the Sirius XM logo that it was showing. So another thing too is if you're on something, you can find related content based on like, you know, the 10 spot. So these are all like kind of 2000s hits and everything. And then also a big thing was your settings for your sound settings. So you always had to go into your actual settings to get into the sound stuff, but now you can have different preset equalizers for like if you're listening to some hip hop and you want your bass really loud and maybe your treble up a little bit, that could be preset 1 or preset 2 for rock, maybe a little bit of treble higher for that to hear the cymbals and stuff. So it's super easy how Toyota has finally integrated that into just a simple button right there versus what it was in the past. So you see before you would always have to go into sounds and media and change that. So that's just nice that they put it onto the actual screen where you're listening to music versus having to go out to get to that. Now, if you know what you want to listen to, like let's say country music on 56, you can automatically just put that in and go straight here to some country music. So another cool thing with the music is if you click browse and you go into sports, let's say live sports, there's 8 games going on right now. So if we want to listen to them, we can see the scores for those games. But let's say, you know, we want NFL stuff play by play. Instead of like searching through all the names, it's super easy for like icons and stuff. So let's go on down to like the Buccaneers, because they're actually doing pretty good this year. And boom, it's super easy to find. You just go to Buccaneers. Now let's say, all right, the Bucs are my favorite team. I want to heart that. They're going to come up right there. So if you go ahead and tap it, there's no game scheduled right now. But if there was, it would automatically find that and be giving you the play-by-play through SiriusXM.